going to get Sampson out of the kennel. He just showed up today, and he's very fearful, fear aggressive, I guess you may call it. Pretty unhappy guy at the moment. We have not formally met yet. Use my trusty grabber here. The leash just wrapped around his blanket a little bit. Alright. Oh, bud. Not going to worry about the blanket right now. Come on. Come on, buddy. So I'm not going to drag him out. Sampson, come on, bud. Let's see if this blanket might be bothering him a bit. Just get this out of the way. You can see he's not trying to hurt anybody. He's just scared. Come on, Goober. I'm not going to pull real hard on the leash, just a little pressure to let him know I want him to come. Sampson, come on. There we go. Come on, buddy. A little bit of pressure. A little bit. Oh. What about it? There we go. Good job. Wait a little bit more. There it is. Good boy, Sampson. Probably not my best leash handling here because I'm doing this with my right hand as I hold the camera / phone in my left. And I'm a lefty. He's coming along. There we go. Okay, so leave that door open for me. Here we go. Yay! It's just scared. It's just a scared dude. Yeah. Just a scared dude. Let's take him outside. See what he feels about this situation. So he's already got some training gear on. His owners have been working with him at home, so we didn't put that stuff on him here. No problem with it. It's just don't want people to think that we somehow got all that on him when he's this nervous of us. We generally let them go into their kennels and just leave them alone for a little bit. And we don't put a lot of pressure on dogs like this early in a program. So certainly, if it were just me and him and he came in without all this on, I would not be working him on the prong collar. But this is the leash that he was brought in on this morning. And because we knew he was going to be hard to handle and get out, we just left his leash on him. So this is how he came in. If he didn't come in like this, I likely would have just thrown a slip lead over him to get to leash him up without too much conflict and confrontation. There we go. Sniffing me, that's always a good thing. She's a little nervous about the dogs as well. I'm not going to let him in there right now just because I don't have all my hands free. Probably wouldn't be the safest thing to do. At least we got him out and working. Alright, so he let me take his prong off, which is great. He wasn't thrilled about it, but he tolerated me monkeying around his neck, so Let's see if we can do this here. I'm at my van. Got Lobo there. And just want to see how... Whoops, sorry about that. Wait. So let's go here for a second. Good. That's how Lobo works it. So just curious. Just unsure. He doesn't know what to make of it. Some of the crew here. Sampson's eager to join. Actually, was not expecting that. It's going to be a little uncertain as they all come to greet him, though. It's Ted. He's a good sport. Ted's got a good energy about him. Does a good amount of push, but knows when to pull back as well. This guy's Jack can be a little weird. I'm just going to stop him. He's just a puppy. He's still learning his manners. Doesn't tend to pick up on social cues well. So I'm just using my body a little bit to advocate for Mr. Sampson. Got to figure out that it's safe here. He's had aggression and fear issues with people and dogs. And he's only been here for about an hour. Went right into a kennel. And I've had him out of the kennel for maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes at the most here. This is really good. See, his first inclination is to move away. It's healthy. Just figuring it all out. Hey, hey. Shh. Just gotta see that I'm backing him up. Cornered here. Just gonna use my squirt bottle. So that's just water. You can see it easily allowed me to stand up for Mr. Sampson, give him some space. I'm out of this predicament. Good job, buddy. So he put himself in a little bit of a situation there, getting on the porch and in the corner. And then I'm the guy that came and helped him out of that. So he's gonna start learning to trust me just based on little things like that. He and I will be able to get along just fine. Shh. Just little bits at a time. That boy, Sampson. It's been about 15 minutes now. He's starting to settle in. This intense play was really making him super uncomfortable in the beginning. You can see he's still a little unsure what to do with it. But that's actually quite the reduction from a second ago. Not that he was doing anything terrible, just his tackles were more up, and certainly his energy was a little bit more forward than that. So with all these guys kind of wrestling and playing around him, he's actually habituating to it quite nicely. And again, this is he's only been out for maybe a total of 20 to 30 minutes on day one, and we're off to the races. Hey, shh. He wanted to start playing there, but didn't quite realize what he was getting himself into. Just didn't want things to get too intense. Little white guy here, Jackson, is just a puppy, so I don't want him to push it too far accidentally and end up having a bad experience. But Sampson's been pretty tolerant so far, especially with all the monkey business happening. He's doing well. It's Kelly making all that noise. Just watching it unfold here. Sampson has not received any corrections. He's not received any positive reinforcement in the form of treats. Just a controlled socialization to take him from fearful and lunging to starting to show curiosity like that. That was nice. Those little sniffs. That's great. Taking this up. So I have become Sampson's safe zone. So I came over here to the water where the dogs were hanging out, and he followed me over. Starting to get a little bit more social, a little bit more inquisitive, checking out what Lobo's doing. Starting to learn to just calmly move away instead of snapping at the air. His tackles aren't up. Really just looking like a more relaxed, comfortable guy all around. We're about, again, still only like maybe 35 minutes into this. It's really awesome. It's amazing how quickly a dog like Sampson can transform if you just put him in the right situations. He thinks he wants to play. He still thinks he wants to play. He's just not sure. There he goes. That was quite the move, Sampson. Saying hi to Tex. Tex can be pretty energetic, so we'll see how Sampson deals with that. Really wants to get in on this. So sometimes we keep our socialization sessions short and sweet, and sometimes it makes more sense to keep a dog out for a longer period of time. With Sampson, the latter is definitely preferable. The longer he's out here, the more he's settling in. He keeps looking like he wants to play with particular dogs, just waiting for it to unfold any minute. He's grown to like Jackson, the white pit bull there. He tries to start these little interactions. Why I believe so strongly in socialization. So often these issues get brought to trainers and they try to desensitize with treats, counter conditioning, having the dogs at distances, on leashes, just perpetuating the separateness, the otherness. Here we go. There it is. It's been less than an hour. Text, look at that. Look at that. It's beautiful. It's the first time. Lobo. Lobo. Come here, bud. Stay out of it a little bit. Let these guys do their thing together. Their dog might make Sampson stop playing. Might be a little too much pressure for him. Low. It's just a little too far. A little too far. That's good though. You can end the interaction without drama. And he needs to see that. It's so important. Such an important part of the socialization process is allowing dogs to find each other's limits and letting them learn how to say no to each other without it creating drama.